Hi, my name is Rebecca Dyke, and this is my narrative. I was sitting in the auditorium, listening to all the different noises and voices around me, when the sound of the bell awoke me from what seemed to be a forever-lasting dream. It was finally summer break, and I couldn't wait to go back home to what I thought would be my beloved friends and family. I was wrong. "What's taking so long, Rose?" my roommate Sierra asked me. Sierra was one of my closest and only friends I had for the past year of college. She was going home to see her family as well, except that meant we had to say our goodbyes for a while. I'm coming, I yelled back. "Have you seen my blue dress I got for a photo shoot back home?" I asked nervously. "No, why do you need it so badly?" "I have a very important meeting with one of my new agents, and I need it for the photo shoot." "Oh, here it is, thank goodness," I replied. "Okay, now that you have it, can we please go? My mom is supposed to meet me at the airport in 3 hours." We made sure everything was secured and collected before driving an hour to the airport. Once we arrived, we helped each other find our gates and said our sad goodbyes. We were both excited to get back home, so I guess it wasn't too sad. I hopped on my plane, expecting my mom to be there when I got off, but she wasn't. Looking everywhere and not being able to find anyone in my family, I started to panic. Calling didn't work. Where were they? Knowing that no one was coming anytime soon, I scrummaged for some cash in my backpack and headed outside to find a cab. When I got home, I found that strangely, my dad wasn't home. He never leaves the house for anything. Slowly walking inside, there was glass and flower pots scattered throughout the entire house. I leave for 1 year and people decide to trash the house. Not knowing what was going on, I went into the kitchen to find some food, but instead, I found my mom standing in shock. "Mom, what happened, and why didn't you pick me up from the airport?" I asked cautiously. "We were robbed. They took money, your father's car, and our expensive kitchen utensils," she answered. I was in disbelief. Who would do this to us? Ever since then, everyone has been on edge. My parents were always fighting. Luke, my little brother, kept leaving the house and not coming back until dinner time. I wanted to find out who did this and help my family get back together. It wasn't the summer I was expecting, but at least I had something to do. The next day, I had my meeting with Cole, my modeling agent. "How was college?" he questioned. "It was all right. Everyone was super nice, and I loved all my classes." "That sounds like a nice experience. Can I see the blue dress you found while away?" I went to go get changed when I noticed something familiar sitting in the dressing room. It looked like one of my family's boutique flower pots. "Where did you get this?" I asked Cole, making sure he told the truth. "I found it outside someone's house," he replied, obviously holding something in. "Are you sure?" asking one more time. "It looks a lot like the one my family had before we were robbed," I said, staring right into his eyes. Okay, it does belong to your family, but I only took it because I don't have enough money to be your full-time agent, and you seem like an extremely kind-hearted girl," he said, blurting it out. "I have to turn you into the police, Cole," I said, angrily. After many hours of trying to get Cole put in jail, I went back home to share the good news. "Guys, guess what? Turns out that Agent Cole was the one who robbed us. It took me a while to confess around the cops, but I got the job done," I announced excitedly. "Rose, that's great. Thank you so much for figuring it out," my mom replied happily. "It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to find the thief, and once I did, my family was able to go back to normal life while I made sure the rest of my agents weren't criminals."